Hi viewers, welcome to my video lesson. Myself Govardhanankam, working as Assistant Professor of Commerce, SKNR Government Arts and Science College, Jagityal, Telangana. Today, in this video lesson, I am going to present a topic from corporate accounting for BCom second year 4th semester students. The topic is for this lesson, for this day, that is life insurance accounts. Life insurance accounts. Today's topic, that is life insurance accounts. In this video lesson, we are going to discuss what is insurance, what is insurance contract, what is policy, who is insurer, who is insured, and types of insurance business, and we also discuss the preparation of final accounts of a insurance company. Okay, now let us see what is insurance. Yes, human beings are very much afraid of life risk. They are affected by different kind of risk regarding to death, risk regarding to accidents, fire, floods, earthquakes. So every human being has to want protect from his risk. If any risk undertakes, it show an adverse effect on his mental condition, his physical condition, as well as his economic condition. That's why an individual want to transfer his risk for someone. You want to transfer his risk, or you want to protect by transferring his risk to someone. So this is the reason the insurance business has come into the picture. The insurance business protects, it extends its, it covers it undertakes the risk, and it gives the assurance to the people who are signed with the contract as a part of insurance. The insurance business is broadly classified into two categories, that is life insurance and general insurance. Whereas life insurance, it is concerned with the taking policies against people. So life insurance covers, the life insurance business is concerned with the extent of its business services to individuals. So individual people can after signing, their risk will be transferred to the insurance company. If any individual entered into an agreement, yes, contract insurance, it is an agreement between two persons. Insurance, it's an agreement. It's an agreement between two persons. The agreement particularly transferring of risk from one person to another person. Transferring of risk from one person to another person. So insurance is a process in which uncertainty are made certain. So it's a process of making uncertain things to certain things. Actually, insurance is nothing but it's a contract between two parties, and the nature of the contract is indemnity. So the contract of indemnity. So whereas in life insurance, Here, two persons are there. Like in life insurance, there are two persons. One person is insured, and the second person is insurer. The insured is an individual. He is called as policy holder, and the insurer, it may be an organization, or it may be a firm, or it may be a company. That is insurance company. Both are entered and signed into a contract, that is called as the document of a contract regarding to insurance between two parties is called as a policy. That is called as insurance policy. When in life insurance, the policy holders enter into the contract with the insurance company. By transferring his risk to insurer, he has to pay an amount to ICE premium. ICE premium. He has to pay the amount as premium to insurance company. Insurance company, it pays the insured person's ICE claim. ICE claim is insurance in life insurance, particularly an occurring of an event, the insurance company will pay a compensation to the beneficiary or the individual or his nominee. An occurrence of an event regarding to the life insurance, the expiry of a policy, or the death of the insured. Whichever is earlier, according to happening of this one event, the insurer company will pay compensation according to the policy amount to the insured person or his nominee. And there is one more insurance, that is general insurance. Yes, general insurance, it covers other than human beings. It covers other than the individuals. General insurance like fire insurance, marine insurance, accident insurance, and bulgari. The period of general insurance is restricted to only 1 year. Here, now let us see the history of insurance business in India. In India, the life insurance business is nationalized in 1956. The insurance business is nationalized in 1956 by passing a life insurance act in the parliament. Accordingly, this act, the Life Insurance Corporation of India come into existence in the year 1956, and it is extending its business to the people from September 1, 1996. Actually, the life insurance company is the only a monopolistic insurance company in India before liberalization, before adopting the new economic policy. After adopting Indian economy, after globalizing, after privatization and liberalization, now there are certain amendments are made. Certain amendments occurred regarding to the 1956 Life Insurance Act. Now it is the insurance business. The private companies are also extend their services in insurance business. Now in India, the insurance business is governed by Insurance Regulatory Development Authority 1999. Now let us see the accounting method or accounting treatment for life insurance accounts. Here, the life insurance, the main product of the insurance companies is the service. So here the terminology will be different from regular business. entirely the terminology will be new and different uh, when you compare with the regular business activities. Here, in part of preparation of final accounts, we are required to prepare a revenue account, that is Form A, and we are required to prepare a balance sheet, that is Form A balance sheet. Here we are the students has to be required to prepare a revenue account as well as a balance sheet. Here the transactions are the financial affairs are the activities of business of a insurance company are recorded under various schedules. The transactions which are taken place in the insurance company, they are classified into different kind of schedules. Here the transactions are recorded in 14 schedules. 14 schedules. Schedule 1 to 4 covers revenue accounts. Revenue account contains schedule 1 to 14, and the remaining schedule 5th to 14 are concerned with the preparation of balance sheet. Now let us discuss the important terminology or important items. Actually these items are some new items because it is not a regular business, so that's why let us try to discuss some important terminology or items and how it is taken into consideration while preparing final accounts of the life insurance company. Okay. And now let us learn the important terms or certain items and the treatment of certain items. The first term, that is insurance policy. Insurance policy. It is the document containing the contract between the insurer and insured. Insurance policy is nothing but it is an agreement made between insurer and insured. Here in life insurance, policies are classified into two, that is whole life policy and endowment policy. In case of whole life policy, the policy amount is paid only at the time of death by the policy holder. Whereas in endowment policy, the policy amount is paid when the policy holder reaches a certain age or on his death, whichever is earlier. So these are the two kinds of insurance policies, that is whole life policy and endowment policy. A policy is nothing but it's a document. The document proves the document contains the agreement between the insurer and insured. And the next term, premiums. Premiums, yes. By the insurer means here the policy holder. Policy holder, after entering into the contract with the insurance company, by transferring of his risk to insurance company, he has to pay an amount as premium for certain period according to the policy. This is called as premium. Premium is paid by a policy holder to insurance company. Premium is paid by insurer. Premium is paid by insured to insurer. So premium, it's an income. In the view of insurance company, premium is income and it is recorded in the schedule number 1. The schedule number 1, it is premium earned. So the premium received or receivable from the policy holders, it's an income and it is shown in schedule number 1. And the premium may be first premium or renewal premium or single premium. Any kind of premium, the premium, it's an income to insurance company, no doubt, and it is recorded
under schedule number 1. And if outstanding premium is given in as adjustment, if outstanding premium given as adjustment, then the students have to required to make adjustments regarding to revenue account and balance sheet as well as. First you add the outstanding premium means the premium receivable. It is income. So if it is given in the adjustments, first you add to schedule number 1 in revenue account. RA means revenue account. First you include it the amount in schedule number 1 in revenue account. Then again you show the same amount in balance sheet under schedule 12. Under schedule 12. Schedule number 12. Schedule number 12. So the premium, outstanding premium, it is recorded in balance sheet schedule number 12, that is advances and other assets. And the third important term, that is consideration for annuities granted. Consideration for annuities granted. Yes, actually this is the lump sum amount. Received during the year by a life insurance company from policy holders. It is a lump sum amount. Yes, it is an income. Simply, it is an income. Consideration for annuities, it is nothing but it is an fixed annual income for insurance company. So it is recorded in revenue account under other income side. So consideration for annuities, it is an income for insurance company. It is shown in revenue account under other incomes head. And the next term, that is interest, dividends and rents. Interest, dividends and rents. The insurance company, the amount received by the insurance company as premium, etc. The company may be invest by purchasing government securities and granting loans to policy holders and others, purchase of shares and acquiring of immovable properties. So the amount collected through premium, the insurance company may invest in various sectors that money. So then automatically on investments made by the insurance company, definitely the revenue will be generated. The revenue will be either it may be interest or dividends or rents. So here interest, dividends and rents are written in revenue account. In revenue account under the head income from investments. Income from investments. Income from investments. And fourth one, that is claims. Claims. Yes. Here the claims that are amount paid or payable by the insurance company to the policy holders. Claims, it is amount paid or payable by the insurance company to the policy holders called as claims. Amount payable by insurance company to its policy holders is called as claims. So claims is a payment made or to be made by the insurance company. It is recorded, shown in revenue account schedule number 4 benefits paid. Schedule number 4 benefits paid. Schedule number 4 benefits paid. If outstanding claims are there, then you add the outstanding claims. If it is given, the outstanding claims are, first you add in schedule number 4 in revenue account, and then second time you show under schedule number 13 in balance sheet. Schedule number 13 in balance sheet. And the next thing, annuities. Annuities means these are the amounts paid by the company to the annuitants in consideration of lump sum amount received from them. So this is the amount paid by the insurance company to the annuitants. So it is recorded, or it is shown in the revenue account, schedule number 4, that is benefits paid. Annuities, it is included in schedule number 4 of revenue account. Yes. Then next, surrenders. Surrenders. Yes. What is surrenders? If an insured is unable to pay the future premiums, he gives up his policy for cancellation. If any policy holder is unable to pay, then he can surrender his policy to the insurance company. The present cash value of the policy is given by the policy holder. The amount so paid is called as surrenders. The amount paid by the insurance company is called as surrenders. So it is appeared in schedule number 4 in revenue account. In revenue account. And the seventh item, that is bonus. Yes, bonus, it is recorded. It is also recorded in schedule number 4. Schedule number 4 in preparation of revenue account. Now, reinsurance. Reinsurance. Insurance companies generally, reinsurance means shifting a part of risk to other insurance company. Shifting a part of risk transferred to other insurance company is called as reinsurance. Insurance companies generally try to shift a part of the risk to other insurance company. Contract entered for the purpose are known as reinsurance contract. These contracts are called as reinsurance contracts. A reinsurance transaction may be defined as agreement between ceding company and the reinsurer. It's an agreement between ceding company and reinsurance. Here, suppose the person A is taken a policy from this company, insurance company, and this company again reinsured on the policy of this A with this company. Then he is policy holder, and this is the first contract signed with this policy holder is called as original insurer, and the person who extends reinsurance services is called as reinsurer. The original insurer is called as ceding company. The original insurance called as ceding company. Ninth one. Commission under reinsurance. Commission under reinsurance. Yes, here. The commission paid by the reinsurer to the original insurer is an expenses for the reinsurer, and it is called commission on reinsurance accepted, and it is added to the commission paid schedule number 2, that is schedule number 2 commission paid. Here the commission under reinsurance, it is for reinsurer it is an income. Sorry, for reinsurer it is an expense, so that's why it is added in schedule number 2 commission. For reinsurer it is an expenses, you add this into schedule number 2 commission. For original insurer it is income, it is a revenue, so you less the amount received commission under reinsurance for original insurer from schedule number 2. And the 10th term, that is claims covered under reinsurance. Claims covered under reinsurance. This is the amount recovered or to be recovered under reinsurance. This is the amount recovered or to be recovered. Yes, the claims covered under reinsurance for reinsurer, it's a payment add to schedule number 4. Schedule number 4. For original insurer, you less this from schedule number 4. Claims covered under insurance for reinsurer, that is it is a payment add to schedule number 4. In the context of original insurer, you less this amount from schedule number 4. And then next term, that is claims accepted under reinsurance. Claims accepted under reinsurance. It means the claims paid to be paid or other insurer for reinsurance accepted. So this is an expense and should be added to claims in schedule number 4, benefits paid. Then next the term premiums under reinsurance. Premiums under reinsurance. It is the amount paid or to be paid by reinsurance contract. So premium under reinsurance, this is the amount paid or to be paid under reinsurance contract. Under this reinsurance premium accepted. Reinsurance premium accepted. Reinsurance premium accepted. Yes, it is. It means premium received from other insurers for accepting reinsurance contract. It is an income and should be added to premium earned in revenue account. Add reinsurance premium accepted is added schedule number 1, that is premium earned in revenue account. And the next term, that is reinsurance premium ceded. It means premiums paid to the other insurer for ceding insurances. This is an expense and should be deducted from premium earned in revenue account. So reinsurance premium ceded, it is deducted from schedule number 1 in revenue account. And the last term, that is life assurance fund. It is nothing but this is the excess of revenue receipts and expenditures of a life insurance company. So for the purpose of accounting, here the students are required to prepare a revenue account and a balance sheet. The IRDA, Insurance Regulatory Development Authority, given a new prescribed forms for preparation of final accounts of life insurance company. In according to the proformas given by the IRDA, the students has to required to prepare Form A revenue account, which is contains schedule number 1 to 4, which resulted deficit or surplus, and you are also required to prepare balance sheet of life insurance company. It contains schedule number 5 to 4, which state the economic status of the insurance company. For practicing these making these two proformas, that is revenue account and balance sheet, we have to learn schedule 1 to 14, and we have remember all these things: what is premium, what is claims, what are the surrenders, what is annuity, what is reinsurance. All these things you have to remember. If you remember all these things, definitely you will easily get the solution for given problem. In next class, we discuss how to prepare revenue account and the schedules, and let us practice a problem. Thank you.